beautiful woman. I got a lot of pictures of her too. I got pictures of her with me coming down the stairs at Bavish's. I gave another photographer my camera, and they took a picture of us coming down the stairs together. That's when Babish opened his Sahil store on Devon Avenue. Those were the days, and he paid me for that. And he got some nice pictures, too. Those pictures turned out really well. Because I know I printed some of them, and they came out really good. But I think I followed her around for 2 days or something, or it was like a whole day, or, I mean, I didn't just follow her around for 15 minutes. They had a party, a grand opening party, and then they had each person came in and you had to take a picture of them coming in the door, and then you had to take a picture of them with Babish or something like that, or with Babu, or Babu was Babish's dad. And I got pictures of a lot of famous people, including the governor of Illinois, and he was a young guy, and he got in trouble later, I guess, the law, or I don't know what happened, but he was a big wig when he came. Okay, Amethyst. I gotta make sure I don't just end up in La Crosse or something. But I remember I took pictures of her trying on outfits. And I remember she showed her belly button, and I thought, oh no, you can't take a picture of that. So I don't have any picture of her with her belly button. But they show that. I guess that maybe it would have been okay to take a picture of that. I mean, some of the posters have it, but it's like, yeah, you're taking a picture of her belly button. I didn't take the picture. But I got all the other shots though. I had a lot of fun. Okay, here's Madison. Had a lot of fun doing that. So we are at 960.4, and it's 5:27. And you're going to have to get off on 54. You don't want to just drive straight. Because 21 is more than likely still closed. That was one of my earlier autographs, Mahima Chowdhury. She wasn't married yet. I think later she got married. But, yeah, I remember that. I remember there was a big mirror, and I got some really nice shots of her at the mirror in the store. For trying on clothes, and she put on different outfits from the Sahil. Sahil is it's kind of a bridal boutique. Men's suits and women's dresses and choli lehengas and saris. Also, kids' clothes, I think, too, but fancy stuff, nice stuff, expensive stuff. Some of those outfits were like $8,000. The very, very high-end stuff. And he's the producer. He was the producer of all these shows. I think his dad is the one that maybe started it. And then it was handed down to Babish. this time. And I also did a wedding. I did Babish's wedding too. And that was a 3-day wedding. That was a full Hindu wedding. And I was supposed to take pictures, so I didn't get any movies of it. They had a crane with a movie camera, and there was, I think, 2 or 3 photographers. I was one of 2 or 3 photographers, and then there was a couple of videographers. One of them was a crane, on a crane. The camera was on a crane, so they could get all different just like Hollywood. It was a Bollywood wedding, but it was a traditional Hindu wedding. It wasn't a joke or anything like what we've got over here. It was a very serious wedding. They had to take 7 vows, but I got pictures of all of it. So, well, I don't know, it took 3 days worth of pictures. We went to there were 3 different locations, 3 or 4 different locations. One of them was Navy Pier. Part of it was at Navy Pier. Part of it was at John Stevenson Center near the airport. And then there was another location, I can't remember where the dinner was. I don't remember what it was called. So the dinner was at another, and then the house was the 4th location. And the house was the religious part. That was his mansion. I don't know if you'd call it a mansion. It was a really nice house. And that was where Babish was going to live after he got married. And they had just finished building the house. And it was already done. They had just finished it though. Brand new house. And part of the religious part of and they put this sandalwood paste on Babish. And I got pictures of them doing that. But he was a religious, Babish come from a religious family, a traditional, that took religion seriously. They came in on the horse. I know that at one part of the wedding they came in on a horse. So I got pictures of them on a horse. I mean, this happened in 2007, the wedding was. So it was a year after the Zinta. But I've still got the suit he gave me. He gave me a suit to do that. And I did some of the other programs in that suit too. He also did fashion shows every year. And I went to those for years. And those were in the fall. Those shows were like in the kind of the mid to late fall, like around Thanksgiving. Or somewhere near Thanksgiving, and they had some of the things that he sold in his store at that fashion show. And it included food. They had good food, all vegetarian. Most of his programs were all vegetarian. Not all of them, but most of his programs were all vegetarian. And the performers, I used to eat the food the performers ate, and the performers were all vegetarian. So even if the food of the rest of the group had meat in it, like the crew, the performers' food was vegetarian. At least quite a few of them. A great deal of the performers were vegetarian. And they did pray before their performance too. And I got pictures of it. They go in a big circle because there's a lot of performers, a lot of people put these shows on. They'd all form a big circle and they'd pray before the show. And I got pictures of them doing that. I don't have any video of them doing it. I got pictures of them doing it. And that's before the show starts. I got a lot of shows of the before the show. I got pictures of them practicing. Practicing in their tennis shoes. Singing. I got video of Shreya singing. Practice singing. That's when I got her autograph.